Hey peeps, how you loving? Hi peeps, how you loving? How you loving? I'm Reverend Valerie Love. Do I need to be closer, further away? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Do I need more light? Let's see. I don't know. So, should we do a filter? We haven't done a filter in a long time, love tubers. How you loving? How you loving? How you? Hey Danielle, how you loving? Hey Willow, how are you? Ujo Wajet, how you loving? Ooh, Kevin Wealth. Hey Kevin. I was talking about you the other day. I said Kevin used to have the name Kevin Wealthy. Now he has the name Kevin Wealth. I like that. I like it. So, hey family, hey. Yay, we're live! Yay! We're live. Have I got a story for you? Baby, baby. Oh, first I got my nails done because you know my nails was looking a little on the ratchet side. And I don't like to say ratchet because I don't like ratchet. Got my nails done. Didn't she slay these nails? Did she slay these nails? Nails on fleek. So if we haven't met before, I am Reverend Valerie Love, also known as KAISI, Divine Midwife of Soul Destiny, Christian witch, and the author now of 17 books on practical spirituality. How you love it? Hey, Kevin. Well, Kevin, what is Kevin saying? Kevin said, OMG, were you seeing things with the shrooms? Kevin. Kevin. And I thought ayahuasca was something. Whoo! So let's get down to business. How did I come to do shrooms? First of all, my son, my beautiful son, my amazing son. Before I start with how did I come upon the shrooms? First, hey, you're live. And look at all our members of the channel. Welcome, channel members. I love you. I love you. I love you. First of all, how did I get the idea to do shrooms in the first place? Well, let me talk about that first. So I'm a witch, as you know, born witch. And I come from a long line of people who love plants. My mother, my grandmother, my great grandmother, all of them love plants. My grandmother on my father's side, always pulling out. Oh yes, I've done ayahuasca a few times. Whoo! My grandmother on my father's side, always pulling things from the garden. Had a garden, was from down south in Georgia, in the part of the United States called down south. My mother had a green thumb, always kept a lot of plants in the house. My grandmother, she was more on the mushrooms. Grandma was on the mushrooms because when grandma was in her 80s, late 80s going into 90s, she found out that she had cancer. Or it could have been in the 90s. She was like 92, something like that. She found out she had lung cancer and she started working on herself. And the big thing that she was eating was mushrooms. So all my lineage, they're big plant people. Plants, plants, plants. I myself take plants as a healer. I take plants as a plants feed us, they clothe us, they house us. I love plants. Okay? So I'm a plant healer. And when I went to Peru to do ayahuasca, my first trip to Peru for ayahuasca. You love gardening? I love it. Hey, Centrale, how you loving? How you loving? My first trip to Peru, in the second ayahuasca ceremony, I received a new name. And the name is KAISI. And the name comes because the shaman who was leading the ayahuasca experience, Maestro, we call him Maestro gave me that name. Now, how did he give me that name? He gave me that name. You can look at my hey, how you doing, Leora? Mwah, how you loving? How you loving? You can look at my videos about ayahuasca here on the channel. I tell you all about the experience. To get more detail. At any rate, Yes, you're live. We're live together. At any rate, I was in the ayahuasca experience and Mother Ayahuasca, because for me, ayahuasca is oh, thank you so much. Like the necklace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For me, Mother Ayahuasca is an entity. Now, all plants have a spirit backing them, right? All plants have a spirit. A spirit of mushrooms, a spirit of hemp or marijuana. There's a spirit of all these plants, right? Or cannabis, as we say. All these plants have spirit, and these plants are teachers. They're healers. They're medicines. They're companions. They're all of these things. Plants are beyond the intelligence of plants is mind-boggling. So when I was in the ayahuasca experience, Mother Ayahuasca was speaking to me, and Mother Ayahuasca said, "You have you have a new name." I heard that I was going to have a new name, and she said to ask Maestro for your name. So I did. I went to Maestro. I was still kind of I was still, I call it spectral. Like you're still seeing like waves and yeah. But you can kind of walk around, but you're still spectral. Like there's still many layers. Like my hand, when I move it, it would have like a brrr effect, right? So anyway, I was still spectral because I was coming out of the experience, and I asked Maestro for the name. He told me that the mother told him the same thing, that he was to give me his mother's name. And he said at first he didn't want to give me his mother's name because his mother is passed on, and get this, his mother was a great plant healer. And he said he didn't want to give me his name because it would give me her name, because it was like giving his mom away. And he said he felt something inside himself about that. Yet he heard from the mother the same thing the mother told me: you have a new name, ask Maestro for your name. Now, I wasn't sure why the mother didn't just tell me the name in the experience until I went to Maestro. I followed the instructions exactly. I went to Maestro. I said, the mother said, ask you for my new name because Maestro has your name. And she said it twice, and it was a very clear, specific instruction. So when I went to Maestro, he had this like, and he said, it's KAISI. And KAISI, what does it mean? It means one who plants seeds and causes it to grow. So you grow things. You plant seeds in the people around you. You plant seeds of love. You plant seeds of joy, and you nurture it to grow. It's like a plant name, okay? So that's the name in Shipibo. And in the other name, it's in the other language is Luz Mala. I hope I'm saying that right. Luz Mala. And in Shipibo, which is his native language in Peru, it's KAISI. So that's how I came to have the name KAISI. And I will say that as a witch and as a person who has been through multiple initiations, every time you experience an initiation, you receive a new name, because name is your nature. And whenever in the Bible, I'm a Christian witch, I love reading the Bible. Whenever you see in the Bible where someone did something spectacular, or someone had a big life-changing experience, or something huge happened in their life, they received a new name. So that's what happened in the second ayahuasca ceremony on my first trip to Peru. Since then, I've led a retreat to Peru. We're going back to Peru again soon. And I love, hey, and family is saying hi to each other. I love plant healing. I love Mother Ayahuasca. Now, a lot of people don't love my Mother Ayahuasca because Mother Ayahuasca, they say she either takes you to heaven or to hell. I never had hell experiences with Mother Ayahuasca, but I have seen people that she just kicked their ass. Yeah. Mother does not suffer fools. She's not gentle like weed, marijuana, cannabis, the cannabis spirit. She's not like that. I feel like the cannabis spirit is that spirit of your teacher. Yeah, oh, it's intense, Zay. Woo, ayahuasca is intense. Plant healer. This is the difference between cannabis and ayahuasca. Oh, you ready to go to the mother? Woo! Come on, come on, come on. Come with us next time we go to see the mother. This is the difference. You know that teacher that you have in school that's real chill? They let you come to their office on lunch break. I used to have, yeah, gentle. Exactly, Zaire. I used to have a teacher like that. His name, what was his name? I think his name was Mr. Gibaldi, I think, when we were in middle school. And we were so in love with him. Oh, we had a crush on him, me and my girlfriend Cynthia. And he used to let us come to his office on lunch. He used to slide us here and there, cover for us if we were late for school. He would write, late for a class, next class, he would write us a little note. He was that loving kind of teacher that was kind of pet you up. That's cannabis. Ayahuasca, on the other hand, is like that dean, stern, with the glasses that says, with her ruler, sit up, back straight, listen up, eyes on the board. Yeah, she's a stern. She will grab you up in your chest, and she will get your attention. That's Mother Ayahuasca. She doesn't suffer fools. She's a stern teacher, and she is thorough. And when you get up from the mother, woo, you are changed. So last night, I did shrooms. Well, how did I decide that I wanted to do shrooms? Last year, my son, C. Evans, the artist, look him up on Instagram, C_Evans, my amazing son, amazing artist, he told me that on his birthday, he had a shrooms experience. Now, I'm not going to tell you his experience because that's his experience. I'm going to share with you what I received from it. I was like, oh my goodness, I need to do that, right? Fast forward a few months later, my daughter has a shrooms experience. I think on her birthday or somewhere around her birthday. Now they sort of instituted as like a birthday experience. Let's do shrooms. They like to go outside on the beach because we're in Miami. Well, a couple weeks ago, my son by marriage, my daughter's husband, he said, hey, you want to have the experience? I was like, yeah, because we had been talking about shrooms, in the family. I said, yeah. He said, okay. So for Mother's Day, they bought me a bag. Oh my goodness, do I still have that bag? I do still have the bag. It's in the other room. They bought me a gift bag. In the gift bag was beautiful card. They bought me roses, beautiful red roses. And in the bottom of the bag, tucked away, was a package. And I opened the package. And I was standing there, and Enzo, who is 4, while I was opening the package, I said, oh, what's this? Enzo said, but just like that, Tania. That's what Enzo said. I'm like, okay. And he was looking at me like, what? You don't know what bud looks like? I'm like, okay, you too grown. Because how you know what was bud? It was in a plastic bag. I'm like, how you know something about bud? So anyway, what you talking about? You was just born yesterday. And you up here talking about bud. And he said it so sure. I'm like, okay, bud expert of the family at 4. But anyway, I looked at it, and it was mushrooms. So I said, okay, I'm going to have the experience. So I picked a Monday evening, not Sunday, Monday. It was Tuesday, because Corey took me out to dinner on Monday for Mother's Day. So beautiful. And so I chose to have the experience last night. So rather than just pop the shrooms in my mouth, I'm a witch, so I made a ritual of it. What I did was, I came in my magic room, my sacred space, which I'm in right now. I still have not all the way cleaned up from the ritual last night. I came in my sacred space. Oh, before I came into my sacred space, I bathed. You always want to bathe before a ritual. Okay, so I bathed, yes. Because I feel like plant medicines, I'm a spiritual gal, and so these plant medicines are taking me higher in consciousness spiritually. And if I meet with some really ascended beings, I want to be clean and smelling good, right? So clean. I cleaned everything, cleaned myself, and fresh clothes. I came in my magic room, closed the door, got my candles out, cast a circle, prayed and took, it was a handful of shrooms and just, now they're dried. So you have to chew, 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 chew to sort of uh, just chew, 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 chew to get the essence of it. So I'm just sitting there in the circle, candles going around me, lights off. I'm in this ritual. I don't know what to expect. I've never done this before. And I'm chewing, 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 chewing to really reactivate this dried mushroom. And by the way, these shrooms that I had that was in my hand, palm of my hand, only about 20 bucks. Really inexpensive. And I decided that after I had that experience, I'm going to do a retreat in Miami Beach outside the shrooms experience because I love these plant healing retreats. I love them. I love them. So I take the shrooms, chewing, chewing, chewing. I was sitting up in the circle, chewing, 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 chewing. And I don't swallow because I don't really want to swallow them. I really want to activate the shrooms. So I'm chewing, 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 chewing. And then I had a tiny little drink with me in the circle. And I drank a little bit just to get the stuff out of your mouth because you're chewing on something that came right out of the ground. The first sensation I had when I chewed the shrooms was that I was in the forest. Oh, Nikki, I have tried DMT. Yes, Nikki says you should try DMT. Yeah, I've done that too. I love plant medicinals. I love plant medicinals. The very first sensation I got was like I was in the forest. That as I was chewing and I closed my eyes and it's dark, it was almost like I was in the forest. And this is where the shrooms come from. It was almost like the shrooms was giving me a vision of where they came from. Next. So I didn't feel anything for about 20, 30 minutes. Like it takes a while to kick in. Same with the ayahuasca. It takes a minute for it to kick in. So 20, 30 minutes, I am sitting there in meditation. And then all of a sudden, I start to feel this extreme relaxation. Like extreme relaxation. Like I could feel the tension. And sometimes we don't know how much tension we're holding until we start to let go of the tension. I could feel the tension just coming out of me. And then I lay back. Now, this is the end of the day. So sometimes as we run around during the day, we're real busy and I'm talking with clients and I'm running my business and I'm making the next million and doing whatever. And sometimes we get tensed up. Sometimes the shoulders start inching up. Relax. Centrale, that relaxation, mwah, beautiful. Okay, so then I lay back and I actually kind of fall asleep. Then all of a sudden, baby, honey, all of a sudden, it kicked in. I was like, whoo! And guess where I felt it? I felt it in the crown and the root chakra. Hello, thank you, Nicholas. You know how we do around here. Smash that like button, baby. Smash that share button. And remember to subscribe and ring the bell so you know when we go live, which we do a lot. Okay, so after I feel the extreme relaxation, after I experience the forest, now I'm in this, it kicks in. I start to feel these sensations of bliss, very similar to ayahuasca for me, like going to heaven. My hands always feel it first because, you know, when you have healer's hands, you probably experience this. When you're in meditation, your hands go numb, your feet go numb, things like that, a lot of sensations in the body. Well, I felt the hands go numb, and I felt the root chakra and the crown chakra. It felt like the microcosmic orbit that Nicole Jackson teaches us at the Sedona Retreat, Vibrational Attunement, when you are doing your Tai Chi. Is it Tai Chi or Qigong? Anyway, the microcosmic orbit. And she teaches the microcosmic orbit, and you take it from its where your perineum is, and you can bring it either this way, the microcosmic orbit up and over your head, or the other way. That was the first thing I felt was the microcosmic orbit. I was like, ooh. And then here came the visions. Seeing everything. Now, when I opened my eyes, remember, I'm in the circle and there's candles. So, right in front of candles around me. So, right in front of me was a candle. And when I looked at that candle, it started, the top of the candle lifted up and was hovering over the candle. That's what I'm seeing, right? And I'm looking at it. And you know how you look at things and you try to get your mind wants to make sense of it. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Then visions. What visions are coming? Well, one of the visions that comes to me, and I swear I see this vision all the time in ayahuasca journeys as well. It almost would appear that the universe is a great serpent. Now, I know that sounds bizarre. I know that sounds bizarre. But it would appear that a serpent, if the universe is not a great serpent, there is a great serpent that figures very prominently. Yes, Danielle Kundalini, that figures very prominently in the consciousness, in the cosmos. A serpent, a green serpent. Oh, the volume is low. Can you all hear me? Okay, check and let me know if you can hear me okay. I don't know what to do about the volume. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Can you all hear me okay? Can you all hear me okay? Oh, you hear me pretty good? Okay, Kevin. I'll talk louder. So you hear good? Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, you hear really good? Okay, excellent. Very good, very good. So this serpent, now this is not a serpent like what you see crawling on the ground. I'm talking about the cosmic serpent. It's green and it looks like a grid and it is a perfect formation. So when I'm in these experiences, I see perfection. I see patterns. I see geometric shapes. The whole universe is geometric. You can see the perfect pattern of the universe. It is incredible. It is incredible. Thank you, family. You can hear. Sounds like Matrix. That's it exactly. Rainy blue. That's it exactly. It looks like a matrix, except it's the perfect pattern of creation. I literally feel like a DNA helix. Nice. I love all this. I love this. It literally feels like the curtain has been drawn back and you can see the perfect pattern of the whole entire universe. Whoo! Tears. Now, I don't cry when I'm in the ayahuasca journey. I don't. I just don't. I never cry when I'm in the ayahuasca journeys. Never do. And it is a journey. Tears start to come on shrooms because I feel like shrooms is very emotional. I feel like shrooms is more emotional maybe than a mother ayahuasca. And I feel that shrooms brings up unprocessed emotion. And I love that. Tears. Now the tears, I didn't know I was crying at first. And, I can't hardly feel my hands. So there's a drip of water coming from my eyes at what I'm seeing. And guess what? I went to, and it feels like extra profound, right? A tear, like, is like extra profound. Everything is super heightened. And it's like, wow, a tear. Like, why am I crying? I wasn't saying that to myself because I was in another place. And then I try to lift my hand to touch the tear, and I feel the wetness. But it's like, it's not registering you're crying, this is tears. I'm telling you this after the fact. They started leaking, right? So beautiful. So beautiful. Then the other day, now this is bizarre. The other day, I was about to buy an essential oil. Now, right over here in my magic room, I have my altar straight ahead, and right over here in my magic room, I have my collection of essential oils, my Florida waters, my candles. I'm going to show you, I'm going to just take you over there. Don't mind the mess in my magic room. I just want to show you something, okay? So I'm just going to flip it around, and let's go over there for a second to my magic room. So, yes, I have the Zohar, and that's actually a Hebrew Zohar. So, yes, my daughter came in here and she was like, Mom, is that actually bat's heart? I was like, what do you mean? Isn't that what it says on the label? She said, is that actually arsenic and arachnid tonic? Oh, I had her tripping. It was so funny. But anyway, so here's where I keep my essential oils, okay? And I have a basket. I have a basket here. Pardon me. I have a basket here too of essential oils as well, more essential oils. But I keep, and there's my tarot spellcaster tarot. But anyway, I keep a collection of my essential oils right here. So I was looking at my essential oils collection, and I decided that I was going to get, let me flip it. Oh, there's my Florida waters. I keep my Florida waters and my cleansing waters here, and some waters that some of the big beautiful beings have given me, amazing waters. And this one is made by Empress Lock Vibes, my daughter. And then I keep candles because I love burning candles for folks and so forth and so on. So anyway, let's flip back around. So anyway, uh, I'm looking at my essential oils, and I'm thinking to myself, excuse me, makeup, fix my makeup. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to order this Siberian Fear, F-I-R, Siberian fir, not fear, Siberian fir from the fir tree, essential oil from our online wellness shopping club. Do you know? Don't know why I was going to order that. Don't know why I ordered it. Don't know why. Never used it before, never heard of it before. Don't know what it's for, wouldn't know what to put on it or how to use it. Though I'm going to find out. Do you know in the journey, do you know that here came I'm going to remove someone here. I'm going to remove someone here. Okay. So, do you know that in the shrooms experience, Siberian fir actually came up? Yes, I use essential oils. Love essential oils. Siberian fir actually came up, and it showed me Siberian fir, and I'm like, okay, that's bizarre. Like, I've never heard of this essential oil before. I don't know what that means. I am going to find out. Then, I also see a man's face. I think it may be like the face of God. I think it might be the face of God. Perfect. So perfect. So perfect. And I believe this is where the tears were coming from. That this perfection is so beautiful that it elicits tears. I'm still working with this shrooms experience. Definitely doing it again. Definitely love it. And got an intense experience. And it's more intense in the body too, I feel, than my ayahuasca experiences. And on top of that, I'm definitely going to do it again. And I'm definitely going to lead retreats with shrooms. Tremendous self-discovery. Tremendous transformation, tremendous insights, tremendous emotional release, tremendous expansion in consciousness, tremendous, it's beyond words. It's beyond words. You love shrooms, Vanity? Love shrooms. I think they're one of my new plant favorites. Right up there with Mother Ayahuasca. Now, Mother Ayahuasca is still number one for how thorough she is at cleaning you out and how powerful she is. So powerful. And I don't do cannabis at all. Never have. Never have. And lavender would probably be one of my other favorite plant medicines, and rose. And right up there in the top five now, probably number three, is going to be shrooms. I love it. I love them. So that's it for today. Happy Witchy Wednesday. I love you. Let's do plants. Let's let plants heal us. Let's heal the planet. And if you want to join me in my health and wellness club, because I do have a wellness club, Val's Wellness Club, you can go to valerielove.com, and there you're going to see Val's Wellness Club. Everything from plants. Plant power! That's it, family. I love you. Happy Witchy Wednesday. I'm going to see you again real soon. KAISI out. Peace. Love you.